Hello everyone and welcome back to an actual tutorial session. I want to show you how to create morphs in Hexagon and Daz Studio. So I have Hexagon open and Daz Studio as well. First we are going to clear up what exactly are morphs, and definition, or there's not really, or I don't have a definition, but it is basically an alteration to a mesh that doesn't change the number of vertices, but rather how the vertices are aligned or coordinated. What I mean by this is the following. You can see that my base model here has this hairdo. The hair is rigged. You can see that, yeah, so the hair is fully rigged. And additionally, under parameters and morphs, there is a morphs which is called sideways length morph. That is my custom name. I will come to that later on. And yeah, I'll show you very simply what this does. So if I use this slider, you can see that the hair actually grows longer or shorter, in this case shorter. So basically the normal setup of this hair is this long hair, and the second one, the shorter hair, is a morph. So basically it changed to the model so that I can like create basically a different or alternate hairstyle with a simple slider. And we are going to look at this in a very simple way. If we remember right, we had the pixie style and we had the headdress, right? So the headdress fits the pixie style. I totally didn't make this completely new today because I forgot to save it. That totally didn't happen. Anyway, if I, for example, want to put this pixie style on the long tail here, you can see that this clips and this sucks, and yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a morph for the headdress that it fits the long tail's hairstyle without clipping. Right, let's go. So in Hexagon, I have two things. I have the hair, and I have the headdress, which is these two parts, these three parts. Step 1 is first we are going to check if all of these pieces have symmetry. Yes, they have. Now we are going to group this. And I'm gonna explain why in a second. Headdress, okay. Very simply put, if I just grab one of these things and I want to change something, yeah, then of course the other two things are not affected. If I have them in a group, hello, thank you. Basically all of these pieces get into the same thing, and I can manipulate them together. So what we're going to do is basically we are going to fit, give me a second. Hello. Thank you. New. We're going to set a new material, basically just a color, so that textures, so that I actually just see what I'm working on and where there's clipping. So basically what we're going to do is we are going to alter the headdress to fit the new shape. Yeah, very simple. Going to select points. And we are gonna make sure this works nicely. Always check that both sides are working. In this case, since the hair is symmetrical, because I'm lazy, this now works to my advantage. Okay. Now we're gonna fit the whole long cap over the hair. I'm gonna move this. We're gonna move this. We're gonna move this. Now we're gonna make it a bit wider as well. Yeah, we can already see this is a bit of work. And here's something very important about this. If you do this, you cannot change the number of vertices. So basically, I could try to like just, for example, grab this and add a new line here. And I'm not going to do that because as soon as I change the number of vertices, the Daz cannot match the different models anymore, because we are going to export this as a model, and then we are going to re-import this as a morph model. Okay, guess I'm gonna grab 2 more. Yeah, looks about right. Okay, we're gonna move these here. We're gonna move these back here. We're gonna make sure that everything fits nice and easy. What you can see is that I'm basically just adding a lot of fabric here, because the original design would just be way too big for this. So yeah, bear with me here. We're gonna cheat a bit, but this is the beauty of working in 3D. Cheating is basically what we do all the time. Okay, we're gonna grab this. Okay, we're gonna grab, can't really grab this, so we're gonna instead move it here. Gonna move this a bit out. Gonna move this a bit back and a bit out. Same here. Make sure this looks kind of nice and even. Emphasis on kind of. Obviously. Okay, we're gonna grab this. We're gonna move it in front. Move it a little bit to the side. Yeah, of course, this looks like this looks very bulky right now. We're gonna grab this, move it a bit out, move this a bit up and back, especially up apparently. Okay, gonna move this one up. And let's see. Okay. Let's see. This is still a bit bulky. Can we get this a little bit? Okay. It's just on this side apparently. Interesting. Okay. Okay, and it's a bit less square. Okay, so this is basically our morph. Yeah, it's relatively simple. Just gonna grab this. Boop, boop, boop. make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay, so this is our morph, right? We are going to delete everything else. Okay, now file, save as, sets, Lords of Magic Special Edition, Fairy Thief, head, dress, alt. Yeah, totally not today. Just a bit ago. Headdress, alt, morph. Okay, this is just the hexagon file, so I can alter this again should I need to. And if we export this, we are going to take this headdress long tail morph. I'm going to save this. Remember to save this in the same scaling factor as before. Okay, this is step 1, right? Now we are going to jump back into Daz Studio. We are going to grab our headdress. Actually, let me top. Where is it? There is it. Okay. There's our headdress. And now edit morph loader pro. So edit object morph loader pro. This looks very similar to the import thingy. Edit object morph loader pro, because it is. The custom settings should be the same as in the import, so we're going to check this file, import, and this is set to 1000%, so 10 times. The size, we're gonna do the same here. And we are going to load the object. No, hexagon, hexagon content sets, Lords of Magic, Fairy Thief. Never mind. Oh, choose more files. My bad. It's over here. Choose more files. And we are... I need to cut that out. We are going to load the headdress longtail morph object. Open. Here it is. We are going to hit accept, and then we see loading morph headdress longtail morph, created morph successfully, which means the morph exists. So you need to grab the morph, and now we have the morph. So now there's one thing that is very interesting. Before you could see that I just could slide from 0 to 100, and now I can slide to negative 100 as well. This is partially due to the fact that the morph is basically just a setting of how to change the vertices, and this can also be inverted. So basically, if you move it plus 100 on an axis, you can also move it minus 100 on the same axis, and this is why this goes into both directions. Yeah, so far this looks, I mean, it looks weird, obviously, but it works. I mean, it could probably work on this angle here and make it more round, but overall it works. So, yay. It's just not looking as good as I expected it. Yeah, no, it doesn't, but this is okay. We are going to go into the settings for this morph, parameter settings. What we're going to do is we are going to change this limit from 0 to 100. Default value is 0. Yeah. and we're going to hit accept. And now you can see that this morph is basically just going from normal to 100. And finally, we are going to say file, save as, support asset, morph asset, headdress, actor, morphs, morph loader, this one. Yeah, basically just make sure that at least this one is selected and hit accept. And now it just is saved as a morph. So now if I remove this headdress and load a new one, basically load it new, it has the same morph with the same settings. And that's basically how you create morphs. Well, at least how I do this. This is, if you work in Hexagon anyway, this is the easiest way to do it. As long as you save the model. So please don't do what I do and forget to save your model. Please save your model. Thanks. That's it for this tutorial. I hope this helps, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one.